Here we are, 3 films in, and Wick is still killing people just to prove he's the ultimate dog person. But am I the only one who thinks that Johnny Dubs might be better as a cat person? I mean, cats are stoic, independent, usually want to be left alone, but can be fierce. Isn't that John? I say that's the route they should have taken in the first place. Make him a cat man. I don't know about you, but I think that's a better concept. And with Halle Berry in this chapter, she could be some sort of cat whoop. Yeah, here we are, as mentioned, 3 films in, and hundreds of people have died just because of a puppy. See, I have to keep reminding myself because the film really doesn't remind me that there's a story, almost as if sometimes these John Wick films forget that you have to have a plot. Is that harsh? Maybe. Is it completely untrue? Absolutely not. Now you have to watch the complete review because my verdict on this film might surprise you, but the fact is this little feud with this franchise started with me 5 years ago when the first one came out because I was one of those people that just couldn't get past the fact that this entire film and now this entire franchise was because of a dog. And it's not some sort of family institution, it was just a puppy. It's not like he got attached. God, I really am a cat person. And if you're thinking of filling my comment section just like everybody did with the first 2 John Wick reviews I did, with something like, that puppy represented the last piece of his wife, I get it. But what I didn't get at the time was, were they serious? Was this satire? Was it the filmmakers kind of taking the piss out of the revenge subgenre? Taking the piss like the puppy missed the newspaper. But I have come to realize a few things having watched 3 chapters of John Wick. A, they are most certainly satirizing the subgenre of revenge films. B, the action is the important part in these films. And C, I no longer really care about plot because B is so much fun. And that's really the crux of all of these movies. You get a lot of violence, but there is no substance whatsoever. But who needs it? We don't need a plot. We don't need good performances from Lawrence Fishburne since he just wants to chew up the scenery every time he's on the screen. We don't need a protagonist who talks. We just need well choreographed fight scenes. And that's not to say they don't try. They do add some depth, some little nuggets of plot, some history, some expansion of the assassin world of the table, but none of it matters. Even superfans of this franchise have to admit, who cares about plot? The plot has been set up as much as it's going to be, and they kind of prove that because they haven't really tried anything new, including Chapter 3. So basically, bring on the kills. But you know what? The action, the violence is beautiful. Oh my God, what is wrong with American society? Wait, I'm Canadian. So is Keanu Reeves. No, the point is that we go to see this because of the violence, because of the creativity with the kills, and for the first time in Chapter 3, it wasn't about gun fu. It was about stabby knives and seeing a guy get slowly stabbed in the, oh my God, it's like Saving Private Ryan all over again. The society is broken, but I loved it. It's a for the win. But really, nothing's changed. The movies really haven't changed, and you know what? My feelings about them really haven't changed that much either. When Chapter 1 came out, I was very against it. I just couldn't get past the premise. Then Chapter 2 came out, and I got over it, and I enjoyed the film for what it is. My expectations were lower, but here I am with Chapter 3, and I'm very indifferent about this film. But you know what? I'm going to give it an earn it, simply because these films don't try to be anything else than what they are, and I would actually have more respect for them if they just never tried to expand the world or even include a little bit of plot, because let's face it, that's not your strength. It's extremely rare that I actually say something after I've already given my verdict on a film, but I have to say this. These films are beautiful to watch. The choreographed fight sequences, the shot choices, the way they're lit, the color palette, it's just style over substance. And that really defines these films. So when I heard that Chapter 4 was recently announced, I wondered, why? How much more story do you have to tell? In fact, I can't believe that people kind of keep buying into these films. Somebody actually recently said that Chapter 3, Parabellum, was the greatest John Wick film. How can you tell? If you are in fact bringing us Chapter 4, bring us something new. Bring us a reason why it should be 4 chapters, or probably more. Poll question, how many chapters do you think John Wick will go? As always, leave your answers in the comment section below. But until next time, school's out. Hey Real students, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to Real School, click that round Real School logo right beside me. Also click that damn notification bell so you're aware of all of Real School's new content. You can follow me on Twitter, and of course, if you get anything out of Real School, you can always give a little back. Just click the link in the description below or the button down there, and you can become part of my Patreon team.